So you only have to look to the UK, which would be very similar in terms of climate and latitude. And there has been a significant amount of solar built there over the last number of years. It's true that sunnier countries would have a better energy yield from solar than Ireland, but as the cost of solar technology has decreased over the last number of years, we're seeing solar becoming more and more cost effective in more northerly locations like Ireland. There's no doubt that having a mixture of different types of technology is more beneficial than relying on a single source, such as wind. But solar will and has the potential to increase the diversity in the renewable mix, and that has a lot of advantages because it can help to even out the peaks and troughs in generation. Certain jurisdictions have incentivised solar, be it on rooftop or ground-mounted, and that has fuelled more demand, and in tandem with that, the technology has been improving, so there's more energy can be produced per metre squared of solar panel. That has led to, I suppose, a ramp up in manufacturing, and the economies of scale have led to quite dramatic decreases in the price of solar technology. Solar is becoming more and more prevalent because it's becoming more and more economic. To date, there's been very little solar built in Ireland, bar some rooftop solar, but that's all about to change because the first renewable electricity support scheme auction took place in July of this year, and it was a big success from a solar perspective because almost 800 megawatts of solar was successful at that auction, and those projects will have to be built by 2022. So we're really at the start of a big boom in solar construction here in Ireland. There's a target in the Climate Action Plan in relation to electricity, and that's to achieve 70% renewable electricity by 2030. And solar is very well positioned now to contribute in a very significant way to that target. The first renewable electricity support scheme auction will kickstart the solar industry in this country, and we'll start to see solar being built out in a significant way. Solar is an important part of ESB's Brighter Futures strategy, and we've been working on solar energy for the past 6 years. And throughout that time, Solar Limited, and we acquired a number of the projects that company has developed. And earlier this year, we announced a new partnership with a company called Harmony Solar. They're a solar development company based in Wexford. And ultimately, we want to see as many of our projects as possible reaching construction and delivering renewable electricity towards not only ESB's strategy, our Brighter Future strategy, but also contributing to the 2030 targets. Solar is an intermittent energy source similar to wind. However, it's a little bit more predictable than wind in that we know exactly how many hours of daylight there are on any given day of the year. Solar can definitely complement wind to a certain extent. It also has the advantage that solar generates during the day when electricity demand is highest. So a combination of technologies is definitely beneficial because it helps to even out the peaks and troughs in generation. We have an opportunity now to get solar off on the right foot and, make sure that the positive aspects of it can be seen by local communities in terms of their own area, but also the wider economy. And it's really important that construction is carried out in a way that's sensitive to the concerns of local communities and also to the environment. The RES scheme includes a community benefit, and that's really important because local communities will receive a direct benefit from the development taking place in their area.